Hey guys, Annie here in sunny Southern California. We are here at YouTube Space LA. This is the big HQ, the mothership. This is where it all happens. This is where YouTube stars come to shoot and collaborate and work on their projects, and we're excited to be here to give you a little sneak peek of what goes on in those walls. Let's find out. Hey, we're here joined by Kathleen Grace. Kathleen, you are the manager of programming and production of YouTube Space LA, as well as our tour guide. Did I get that right?
Yep.
Okay, good. So you're going to show us a little bit around. Why don't you give us a little bit of background on how long has this been here? What is it used for?
So we opened our first day of business, technically it was November 1st. We didn't really start getting rolling until January. We are a space for YouTube creators to come and become better than they already are, and learn about production skills, collaborate with each other, work together, build their channels, and and this is for everyone. It's not just for Joe Independent Creator. It's also for media brands who want to come and really understand how to build audience and create content for the YouTube platform.
Yeah, so how many people, come here and do production on, say, a weekly basis?
It depends. I mean, on a weekly basis, sometimes we'll have a week where we have a huge crew like Freddie W. from Video Game High School. He did Video Game High School Season 2. He had a crew of 50 every single day for 4 weeks.
Wow.
Like any traditional studio, we have an ebb and a flow. Any kind of space, any incubator, which is really kind of what we see ourselves as. There are days that it's super busy, Saturdays, and there are days that are less busy, Monday mornings at 9 a.m.
Right.
So, but there are weeks when we have the Fine Brothers are coming in to shoot a series here. Their crew is going to be here on Monday. It's going to be 30 crew members in and out. We're going to have a big crew moving in the bigger stage down the hall. We'll have our whole class here. We have training. So there are days like today, and then there are days where it's a little more quiet. So on average, anywhere from 50 to 100 throughout the week.
Cool.
People.
Right, yeah, individuals. Now, I know a lot of people out there are curious to kind of see the inner workings of how the sausage gets made, so to speak. So you want to take us for a quick look around, maybe the production?
Awesome.
Starting with, where do you want to go first?
We'll go this way.
All right.
So we're going to start out here. The building is 41,000 square feet. Mm-hmm. It used to be a helicopter factory. Howard Hughes built helicopters here, hence the helicopter out front. Behind you see there's an amphitheater here and a projection screen area for evening screenings. We also people eat lunch out here, etc. The whole idea is to really create a community feel and make the space feel like it is welcoming, even though we have a badge system. So you come right in and you see people work here. They use the tables to do meetings. Today we're having a session with a bunch of partners around Google Plus and YouTube and how they're kind of merging and how to use Google Plus to build your YouTube channel. Above you'll see a high def projector that projects onto a screen that comes in front of that glass there.
Oh, very cool.
And then this
was on earlier.
36 HD monitors that are routed to 40 Mac Minis and can be split into one big image or up to 25,000 individual YouTube videos.
Wow.
On this wall. And the goal is to really show the breadth of what is on the platform. So once you walk into this space, you go and the first thing you see is our smallest soundstage. It's 1,500 square feet, and we really use it a lot for music production. We see this as a place where people can do, MTV Unplugged style sets. These curtains pull away for a big glass wall that looks out onto the lobby. You'll see we have a number of pretty fancy cameras set up in here. Big broadcast camera with a teleprompter, another broadcast camera there with the teleprompter, an Ikegami broadcast camera there that's with less of the rig and lens. Lots of different kind of potential technology in this room, as well as audio mixer and lighting control.
And of course, a single guitar.
And the single guitar. All of this technology just to capture that. Yeah. And the idea is really to make this a place where partners can get hands-on, they can really work with equipment, they can really learn the way that YouTubers naturally learn and the way most people naturally learn.
Right.
This isn't a film school. We're not going to lecture you. We're going to give you the basics, hand you the camera.
Learn by doing.
And let you learn by doing.
Yeah. Very cool.
That's really the goal of it. So this area, which you can see we're in construction, is our second soundstage, which is 2,500 square feet. We're just gonna peek in there. The Fine Brothers are actually loading in and they're building a 2-story set in here.
Wow.
So it's really tight, it's very ambitious. And they just started building Monday.
I'm impressed that they just started on Monday.
Yeah.
It seems like
The
it's coming along.
designer is moving along very fast. So they're going to be here for probably about 6 weeks shooting. And they're really going to be, they're residents. So they're kind of people who've really established themselves on the platform. They have a really big audience. They know the tricks, tips and tricks. And they're here to kind of be mentors and work with the creator labs that are in the space every month, helping them, understand YouTube or just being a presence in the community.
Right.
It's similar, again, talking about incubators, but how incubators bring in well-known VCs, well-known CEOs of startups to just work with people as they build their business. We really see this as a place that you're building businesses on YouTube. You're building media companies. You're building channels of the future, as we like to say.
Yeah.
Yes. Plus. That was the screening room, full of people learning, so that's good. But in the screening room, we have a 4K projector, 7.1 Dolby surround sound.
4K projector, you say?
Yeah. So, we really think about how partners are going to be showing their videos everywhere. We're not just on your laptop anymore. We're on your phone, we're on televisions, and you should be thinking big about your ideas. We really want to bring home the idea you should be thinking shooting for the big screen as well as the small screen, and really thinking that your video can be seen anywhere. Okay, go down this way. Here is where we have 3 green screens for partners to use. And these are the really kind of what I think of as the really basic studios that people can just come in, use the light, set up. My goal is that my 67-year-old mother will be able to walk in here, turn on the lights really easily, hit roll on a camera, and make a series.
Yeah. And for those of you out there who don't know the nuances of what a good green screen looks like, this is a very good green screen.
And it's pre-lit, so people can just come in, put up the dimmers, and go. And eventually we're going to develop an Android interface for a tablet so they can even ingest to the servers using a tablet. And the whole recording to servers can be via tablet. So that's a goal. We're hoping to make it that easy. So we have facilities here in Los Angeles. This is our flagship. It's by far our biggest, but we have smaller facilities in existing Google offices in London and Tokyo and soon New York. And so all of these facilities are connected on basically a global production network that allows a partner in Tokyo to collaborate with a partner here in LA.
Yeah.
Record to the servers, edit together, share materials, talk between each other. I, from any of the control rooms in this space, can control any camera worldwide.
So it's really about much more than just this space.
Mm-hmm. So it's really about connecting partners globally, making it easier for them to collaborate, using the technology and broadcast infrastructure to make it easy for people to collaborate and create videos and learn from each other. We know it's a new platform and everyone's learning. Can we come in, Han? Go ahead. So this is our smallest. Well, another one of our sound stages. We're setting up a castle set in here for partners to use, and then we're going to have a little kitchen set, and it's going to be pre-lit, smaller sets that people can just book by the hour and shoot. We also have motion capture technology in the space that allows partners. It's algorithmic and Bluetooth enabled. So it's not, everyone when they think of motion capture, they think green suit with the white dots and no cameras. It's black suit, Bluetooth on the nodes, and it just captures. As long as you're within a certain number of feet of the computer, you can be capturing motion.
If I were a YouTuber with a following of, 50,000, would I be able to contact you guys and just be like, hey, can I get an hour?
So we have the creator labs that happen every month, and what that means is it's 20 to 25 channels who come in, and they're all partners who are starting to make money on the platform. They're starting to build enough audience. They have some subscribers, anywhere from last quarter we had people who had 10,000 subscribers, and we had people who had 500,000 subscribers in the lab. And they commit to collaborating and making a certain number of videos during that month. Once they do that, they have access to the space for a year.
Wow.
And they can just book it when they need it. And then we have, on the other end of the spectrum, our residents, who are people who definitely make their living on YouTube. They have millions of subscribers, consistent viewership. They bring kind of their own funding to the equation, and they can come here and shoot for 6 weeks. They could come here every Saturday for a year. and really develop a place in the community, and that's what we're looking for the residents to do. And we want them to do something crazy and big idea.
Yeah,
you know, something they haven't done.
Two-floor stage.
Exactly, a two-floor stage, or this 6,000 square foot soundstage, which is our biggest stage. We at least make it a little easier. I mean, you have to bring your own crew, and pay for that own crew, however that is, if it's pizza or actual money.
Yeah,
you know, but we give you the space and the equipment. And that's our goal. And just and the opportunity, and this is the thing that we really think is the value, the opportunity to collaborate with other like-minded people.
Yeah.
You know.
Only good can come from that.
Exactly. So this is our edit facility. We have 10 iMacs, as you can see over there, where we both do teaching and partners can learn to edit there. Then we have edit rooms like this, where partners can settle in and really do a professional edit.
Yeah.
You know, and mix 5.1 Dolby surround sound in here and do color grading and everything you need to do to make a really finished product. Additionally, all of these rooms can be converted into mini production controls. So we have a little production switcher and an audio mixer that comes in here that allows you to control any of the cameras in the facility here, as well as in London and Tokyo. And this is what I was talking about, the collaboration.
This
literally,
link
you can take this
spaces.
microphone and you can talk to someone in London.
Wow, that is awesome.
And you can pull all the cameras from the facility.
Yeah.
And if you go this way, so this is our audio mixing room. It's a 48 channel audio mixer that does 48 channels live, but then you can route it and through switching do I think up to 2,000 channels in post. So you could really use this to record a pretty intense music experience.
2,000 individual violins.
Yes, if you really, really wanted that. This is the big mama. This is the big production control that we use for events, and mostly for events. I mean, and big productions are April Fool's joke. We produced out of here. You know, there's color grading for matching your cameras. There's a big graphics engine here, a more sophisticated, kind of robust production switcher from Ross there. And I think the way we think about this is, right now, is every YouTuber gonna be able to use a space? No. But they can grow to it. You know, they can get a crew that can help in this. They can learn this. So that's the tour.
Well, thank you so much for showing us around. That was really
course.
interesting. And where can people learn more about the space?
YouTube.com/space.
That's easy to remember. And it's definitely worth checking out. If you are a creator or hope to someday be a creator, it's definitely worth a look. I'm a little scared. Oh, shit. Great. All right, well, YouTube has certainly come a long way since the good old days of grainy cat videos in people's basements. As you can see, YouTube Space LA is not only a place where you can get lots of free Twizzlers and ride down a pole, but it's also a top-notch creative facility, and we had a lot of fun seeing it. For TFN, this is Annie.